Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, guys. Today we will discuss the basic concept of economics. So, in this session, I will describe economic theories, some of the basic theories, and we will discuss the economic concept, what it is actually, and to discuss also, we will learn some economic system. So let's jump to the what is economic actually. Economist study, according to the economist, it is the study or of choices we make, and also the consequence of those choices. According to the concept of economics, economist, and now, what is the basic definition for economic? It is, if we make it a simple, make it more simple, a study of how people use their limited resources to fulfill unlimited wants and their needs. So, according to the theories, there are two basic theories. Economic is classified under those theories. So, the first theory says that microeconomics. It is a study of small individual economic units, such as we have household, firms, industries, and other making choices small at the small level. And another theory says macroeconomics studies the aggregate behavior of the entire economy and within the state or within the company or within somewhere. We are subject to identify some growth, such as we study in macroeconomic. Most important interesting topics are unemployment, and we study inflation, we study gross domestic production (GDP), and the most important thing, we also study international trade such as export and import. So after this, the main basic concept or main interesting topics within the economics, what we are actually needs to learn are some basic concepts such as economic resources. It is very important, and it is very important thing to know, such as this is sometimes called factor of production. We call it factor of production, and this is actually used in the production of goods and services. This is, we can classify them as a land. We can classify the further units like labor, capital, and enterprises. Land is the piece of something where we can start our business, and labor is also an intellectual labors are very. So we will talk now again in economic resources. Sometimes we call them factor of production, used in the production of goods and services. We can classify them as a land. We have a labor, we have a capital, and we have enterprises or entrepreneurship, which is used to start some business. Okay, so next we have how we can describe land. Land is refers to the free gift of nature, and it includes not only the soil, but it includes all the minerals on the soil and the sea and everything in the sea, and sun, etc. This is included in the land. While the labor refers to the human efforts manually or mentally directed towards the production of goods and services. And then we have next one is capital. Capital refers to man-made resources that are used to produce goods and services in future. And there are four type of capitals. We can describe them like industrial capital, we have social capital, we have private capital, we have financial capital. So industrial capital is used by firms, factories, offices, plants, machineries, and technologies. We can refer to the industrial capital. While social capital belongs to the community, such as schools, universities, hospitals, roads, etc. Private capital belongs to the individual, houses, personal property, cars, whatever they owns. This is private capital. And financial capital is the money waiting to use to buy some raw material for manufacturing or production of goods or services. So when capital goods are bought by we bought them or we invest them in capital resources. So this is mainly we call it investment. And then further, we have basic concepts like scarcity is one of the important main components within the economic, because scarcity means the resources are limited as compared to the wants which we have. And is it impossible to satisfy our unlimited wants with the limited resources? So that's why this is the main question to study in order to grow our economy. So next we have opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is the second best alternative foregone after making the choices. The second best foregone alternative, such as government has a piece of vacant land to use. Maybe probably they want to build a hospital or a school or a sports center. So they have a scarcity. They have to build only one thing from them. So now opportunity cost is what they're gonna invest in. Okay, so government has a piece of land and they want to build either a hospital, a school, or a sports center for community. So this is now they have opportunity cost to take up with the hospital either or with the school or with the sports center. Because the land is enough for only one project, then choices must be made for the alternative available. So this is known as a opportunity cost. And then we have economic system. How economic system works, all the nation face a problem of scarcity. They have insufficient resources to produce all the goods and services which their citizen or inhabitants needs and wants. An economic system is system which attempts to solve the basic economic problem of scarcity. So they have to address three basic questions actually in the economic system: what to produce and how to produce and for whom to produce. Actually, these are the basic questions in the economic system should address. And next we have a type of economic system such as a plain command economic system, which is typically known as a socialism. And then we have the next one is mm, free market economic system. Capitalism is also the part of economy. And then we have a mixed economic system in which they address what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. So I think this is the basic foundation of economic. So in the next session, I will be explaining more in detail. Please, for until now, please like and share my this uh, discussion if you like it. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.